Hey YouTube, it's a beautiful afternoon here in southern Indiana, and today I'm going to be doing a carving video, step by step. So if you're a wood carver, it doesn't matter if you use a rotary like me, or a knife, or chisels, or what. This is going to be a very simple carve. And even better, you won't have to hear the Dremel, okay? So, I'll just show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll do it, and we'll start back up. So, what we're going to be carving today is a basic gnome, okay? So, now, for any new wood carvers that might be watching this after I post it, I'm going to say just a few words about safety, okay? I got this stainless steel wood brace, wood clamp. It was $6 at Rural King, okay? And it's taken quite a beating. I wish I had the camera to be able to show you in detail, but it's missing some steel there and on this end too. But it's better to have this take the damage than your fingers. So, second, gloves, at least leather. And most of the time when I'm carving, I'm right-handed, so I hold the wood with my left hand. I carve with my right hand. So I just wear one glove on my left hand. That's just fine. And finally, eye protection. So I got these goggles because regular safety glasses won't fit over my seeing glasses, but just something to protect your eyes. So now let's get carving. So now I've got the basic gnome pattern drawn out: the hat, the nose, and the beard. All right. I also have them numbered because the hat is going to be the highest point, so that's 4. The nose is 3. It's going to be slightly below the hat. Then the beard, and then we're going to cut away real low all these ones, the outside. That's called feathering, okay? So I'm gonna get my bit ready, and I got my bit loaded up. It's the Kutzall Extreme Sphere burr. It's only a 1/4 inch diameter, and what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna knock out all these wands. All right. So first, I'm gonna make a general cutting line and work up to my marked lines. Don't ever start right on your marked lines, because if you do that, you're more likely to not be happy with the end product. So see how I'm doing right here? Just start on the outside and work your way in. Alright, now I'm going to make that cut line and that cut line, and I'm going to change up to my larger burr. So now I have all my cut lines made. I'm going to take these down some more, and then I'm going to make these approximately the same depth. Alright, I've upgraded to my 3/8 inch sphere burr, also a cut saw. So this thing will make quick work of this oak. So, alright, time to get to it. One more thing, when you're carving, you can always take away more. It's just like getting a haircut. You can always have more taken off, but you don't want to take too much off at once, because once it's gone, it's gone. Okay? You can't put it back. I can't put all this sawdust back onto the original block of wood. Okay? So just something. I've removed all the wands, the lowest points. I'm probably, as we move on in the carve, probably gonna have to take it down some more, but that's all right. I've still got about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Okay, so now I know before I said that I wasn't going to carve, that I wasn't going to drown you in the sound of my Dremel, but next I'll just reduce the amount of actual carving time. If the sound of the Dremel doesn't bother you, leave a comment and let me know. If you want to see this carve in action, then I'll post the link in the comments. Okay? So now we got our high point. Now I'm gonna lower all this a little bit. Then we're gonna redraw in the nose and lower the beard some more. So let's get to it. Alright. So okay. So we made our second level. So now I'm going to take my pen here and draw in a little round nose. I can't draw worth of shit, but there it is. That's the basic idea of the nose that I'm going to do. So now that it's drawn in, we're going to feather away some more around it, but we're going to leave the nose alone for the moment. So I'm going to switch to my smaller sphere burr because we're getting to smaller places now. So my smaller sphere burr in. So first I'm going to go all the way around the nose. Okay, now we got our cut lines around the nose done. So now I'm just going to go and level out the beard. So I went and feathered out the beard around the nose. I might, but now we don't have much height to the beard anymore, so you might be thinking, what the hell, Nate? But there's a quick solution to that. So now we're gonna feather out again just around the beard, okay, on both sides and at the bottom. So Okay, so I got that deeper. We can see the beard now. Now I'm going to use the same small burr to make the nose a little more noticeable. Okay, so all I'm going to do is kind of dig out around the nose a little bit. So okay, so all right, so I think I went deep enough here to make it work, but shit, you see, do you see what I see? I see a crack in the hat up here. So looks like we're gonna have to lower the hat a little bit. It's not, the crack isn't too deep, so I got rid of the crack. Now I'm going to switch to my sanding drum and flatten everything out. So, okay, so now I got him all sanded and somewhat flat, but now I'm going to put in some basic undercuts. We're going to go all the way around the outside of him. We're going to get, so as you can see, the block of wood isn't in the clamp anymore. It's just gotten too thin. So, got my glove and so I just finished all the undercuts. So all the way around. And then I undercut the nose and the brims of the hat. That casts a shadow effect, which gives you the eyes. Okay. And all in all, the undercut all the way around kind of makes it look like this piece was, like the gnome was just kind of glued on the piece of wood. I think it looks cool, but the undercuts needed unless you want to put eyes on this guy, then the only undercuts needed are under the hat there. So now we're gonna put in some beard hairs, and I'm going to use a really basic round cutting wheel for that. So I'm gonna get it loaded up and then cut some hairs, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now I got my basic beard hairs cut in. You can do more if you want, but that's up to you. It's your carving. So now I'm going to take a cheap detailing burr that I got off Amazon and clean these cuts out, because they are very hard to sand. So this is the burr that I'm going to use. It works like a 3-bladed chisel spinning at 35,000 RPM. Okay? So it's dangerous, or can be. But I got this in a set of 10, 5 different sizes, 2 of each size, from Amazon for like 14 bucks. So you want a good, cheap burr, good for shaping or hair or pretty much anything. Anything with a slope or Amazon. I just took the detailer over the cut marks I'd done already, and it cleaned them out perfectly. So now hopefully I won't have to sand down in them. So speaking of sanding, that's all we have left to do. So I'm going to switch back to my sanding burr and we'll get to it. Okay, so I've switched to my sanding wheel, and I'll do the bulk of the sanding with this. Okay, so alright, now all I got left to sand is the undercuts, and for that I'm going to use a very special burr. So let me get it set up, and got my other sander set up, and I got 3 pieces of just regular paper, sandpaper. I'm going to turn my Dremel down to about 15,000 RPM, and then going to sand this. Alright, now the carve is done. That's all there is to it, guys. Anybody can do this. If I can, you can. Okay? So, anybody want to win a gnome for only the price of shipping? Like, comment, subscribe, share this video, and every time you share it, email me. My email address is in the About section. Send me an email with your name in it, and your name will go in the pot for a drawing. I'm on Facebook. Also, if you have Facebook, look up Nate's Carving Creations and join the group. That's where I do a lot of my prize drawings, but this is a YouTube exclusive drawing. So, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'll do another video on finishing the gnome, painting, staining, polyurethane, all that fun stuff. But for now, like, subscribe, share. If you do all that, push all those buttons, I'd really appreciate it. So, until next time, peace out.